Title card, Inspirations and Experts with Sofia Sanchez.
Hi, Rachael.
Hi, Sophia. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. Nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes.
Come on in.
All right. What do we got going on today?
I just want to talk about safety rules with you.
Safety. Okay. That's my gig. Yep. Well, first off, do you normally keep your door open?
Well, I usually keep my door closed.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Because you never know.
I
Right?
know now.
Okay. What else do we got going on? You can give me a little tour.
And I want to talk about how do I stay safe.
How do you stay safe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, the major thing is making sure that your doors are always locked, even when you're home. Okay. Another thing is, along with the doors, I always keep pipes or like a broomstick in the bottoms of the doors, right? Just as extra safety. Sometimes there are like bars or stuff like that on the windows so people can't get in from the outside. Let's see, what else? How about ring cameras for the outside, right? I always make sure that my ring camera is on so I can hear the chimes, regardless if it's an animal or rabbit or a dog, or a person. At least I know someone's around my property. Okay. What else?
Well, there's a kitchen over there.
There is a kitchen. Yeah. Well, I do see something. Do you notice something on this door?
Oh, there's a lock. You can lock it or unlock it, but I usually lock.
So this type of doorknob does not have an actual lock, right?
No.
A locking mechanism. So there's this right here that we always want to use.
Yeah.
Okay, just like that. I see these in hotels a lot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just another added safety, but you always want to try to keep that locked, okay? While you're home even. What else?
Well, there's a table right here.
Yeah.
And I see this must be closed, so no one can come in or come near
Yeah,
it.
so during the day is fine, obviously. But like I said, you want to pull this up. See right here?
Yeah.
So if there's no outside, this is a double pane, but you can also keep a pipe in here just in case if someone was to take this little screen down right here, and then they can push this open. So you want to make sure that these are always locked, right? Yep. Now it's locked. And then put a pipe in. So you could do that with all your windows. We'll just keep that there. How about this door over here?
Oh, this is the door of the backyard. Okay. This is a little
Yeah.
not to snow coming down.
Yeah.
And I usually keep this also locked. And this is like a little button to unlock it or lock it.
Right. And there's also shades too.
Yeah, there's also
So nobody can see in, especially at nighttime. It's
Yeah.
fine during the day because obviously you want to have some sunshine and some light inside, right? Some bright AD. Here's the pipe situation, right?
Yeah, that's budget
So
situation.
we put this down here. This is just for some added security, right?
Yep.
I always keep those in my doors. Always.
Wow.
Yep. Because you never know.
Never knew.
Yeah. So that's some good things.
Yeah.
What else?
I can see like a temperature.
Yes.
Can make it cold or heat it
Right.
get cold.
So during the day, you're going to want to make sure that it's not too hot for the winter time. So I usually keep it around 65 to 68 degrees, right? If you're not home, so it's not running all the time. At night, you're going to be here, so it's just fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So I would say around 70, 72 degrees,
Yeah.
right? But you don't want it running all the time because you never know, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. What about lights?
Lights.
Lights
Yeah.
are always good.
I
This one doesn't have a light, correct?
correct.
Oh,
But these the ones has lights.
yep, they do.
There's to show to put them on, but I keep them on to keep not waste my energy.
Yep. Yep. And you don't want to keep your lights on at night unless maybe one.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe a kitchen light or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that sounds good. What else do we got? Ooh, I did notice something about the front door.
Oh.
This is always good to have, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not used to having one of these, but having a code, right, to get into your home that will unlock this. However, and I think these are also remote from your phone. You do not want to share your codes ever.
Nope.
Correct? Unless with your close family friends. Yep. So it should unlock automatically. Okay?
Yep.
So that's always a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep going.
And there's their bathroom, but I keep this door closed so no one can get in it.
Yeah.
After night.
Yeah. That's true.
Kind of.
One thing about the bathrooms too is there's kind of a running fan.
Oh yeah.
You can see. Sometimes those get old, and dusty and dirty. If you keep them running all the time, you don't. That's you gotta be
That's not good
careful.
hygiene.
Yeah. Well, no, not the hygiene part. It's just you don't want to make sure that they burn up.
Right.
Okay, because that has happened. Yeah, that's you got.
Over here.
What kind of doorknobs are on these doors?
Oh, those are kind of handles
Mm-hmm.
to give the door closed.
Now, can they lock? Do you know?
I think they do. I don't know. But this is a stop right here.
Yep.
To keep it closed during the day.
Mm-hmm.
But I keep them like closed sometimes. But it's much better so no one can get in it.
Yep.
Or do something.
That's true. Let's see these knobs right here. So like this,
Yeah.
these are always, but you can lock them from the inside, correct?
Yeah.
So nobody can get in.
Yes.
Okay. So if you're sharing a place with somebody, you can have your privacy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's good. Right. What else?
Yeah, like lucky space.
Yeah.
So no one can steal things.
No.
So I have to keep them safe in the locking thing.
Yep. You could. You could put keys. You could put flashlights. Flashlights are always good to have around in almost every room. Another thing you could do is put some lighting mechanisms inside the plugs.
Oh, yeah.
Like a plug-in light. So you can see at night, right? Like maybe down the hallway.
Yeah.
That's something else you could do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. What else?
So there's another bathroom over here.
Another bathroom. Yep.
And there's another door.
So this does face the street, right? These
Yes,
two
it does.
windows.
Mhm.
So this is more convenient if a bad guy wants to come in, correct?
Yes.
So you want to make sure that this is always locked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe another pipe in the window. Also the bathroom right here. Oop, this has a door. This also has a window right here, okay? As you can see, right? So we can open it. Do you think someone could fit through there?
No.
Maybe. You never
Maybe.
know.
Yeah.
Like with me, with everything on, no, probably not.
They're not.
If they really, really wanted to come in, they could. Okay? So it's good to keep that locked, right?
So no one can come in.
Right.
Near the night.
And another pipe.
Yeah.
Pipes are always good. Okay? PVC pipe. Yep. So those are one of the two biggest things, I think, from the front of the house that has access. Okay? What else? So the other part of the safety part of the house is when you're not home, if you're out of town, make sure everything's unplugged. Okay? Just in case. Especially an older home like this. Right? Because of
Yeah.
what?
And
It's just old.
yeah.
You know, old electricity and stuff like that. You never know if those things are activated by heat. So if it gets too hot, they might burn up. We don't want that.
No.
Right. Okay. All right. What else? We got another one? So I see a couple of things. Remember we were talking about the bathroom window being accessible to the front?
Oh yeah.
So here's a step. If I was a bad guy, right? I put myself in their position. I could step up here. I could step up this ledge. I could try to open that window, right? So I would, try to keep this stuff clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
What else? It is snowy, so the ground is a little,
Kind of. Right.
yes. I would say if you were if you were living on your own or with some roommates or something like that for the first time, I think the ground is super important to keep clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So-
no one can slip
Always keep
over.
a couple of shovels around, right?
Yeah.
All at all times, front, back, side, always, because if someone slips, it's gonna hurt really bad. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't want our friends to go to the hospital for that.
Oh no.
Here's a garage door.
Yeah. So, for example, at night, if a bad guy tried to open this door, more like over there when someone's putting that, when I hear something,
Mm-hmm.
I get a maybe call a police or
Yeah.
someone to arrest bad guys.
Yep.
So no one can come here.
Yep.
So do stuff.
You can always call 911
Yeah.
when someone
It's
Wait,
trying
is trying to
in.
break into your house, right?
Yeah.
They also have text. You can also text from your phone
Oh yeah.
as well, and you can talk to our dispatch people.
Yeah.
From there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here, right here, there's a key. Okay.
But it's a key.
Yeah. So you can unlock this. If you can manually open up this door if you need to. If
Mhm.
the power goes out, right? That's one of those big things. The power goes out, you can actually manually open your garage door to get out if you need to.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. That's good. There's also another window on the front here.
Oh yeah, there is another window, but
Yep. But there is something blocking it, so it's a cute little thing. But yeah, so it's another one of those access to the front, right?
Yeah.
Easiest access to a house is from the front.
Yeah.
Mostly. So just make sure your windows are always locked.
Yeah.
Okay.
And no bad guys can come in.
Right.
Like for example, if this bad guy's coming in, I might call 911
Mm-hmm.
or try to get a police or text someone.
Yep.
I can manage the police and to come over here. I'll tell the police there's a bad guy at night trying to steal something.
Yep.
I can gather so they can arrest bad guys away from this home.
Yep. What's another good deterrence for a bad guy?
For a bad guy, if
What would
someone
scare you if you were a bad guy? What about an animal? Okay, if you had a dog.
if I have a dog, I can let the dog know they can look at bad guys
Mhm.
or just ignore them or just
If the dog hears something, he'll bark, correct?
yeah.
Right? And that alerts you. If you're
Yeah.
asleep or something like that, you can hear something.
Yes.
What about having our cars out in the driveway?
Oh. The tip is you have to keep your
Doors
doors
locked.
locked so
Right.
no one can get in it or steal something.
Right. Always keep your keys with you too.
Yes.
Okay.
You better not lose them.
Yep.
Because if you do, the bad guys might steal it and no one and we never will turn it back.
Yep. That's very true. So always keep your doors locked when you're home.
And keep your keys
Keep the
inside
keys
the
with
car.
No.
No.
Not in the car.
No.
No keys stay
With
in the
you.
car. With you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go into the garage real quick.
Here.
So if the garage door, if your power goes out and you cannot
See you.
use your garage door opener, you cannot access it from the house, right? The little mechanism up there. You can actually undo this right here.
Yeah.
You pull this down. Okay. So you pull that. It's okay. That just basically unlocks this so you can actually open it.
Oh, maybe.
Right?
Yeah.
So in case the power goes out, you can
Still
still
always use
you
the
can still
right
get
door.
your car out.
Yeah. So no one can come in.
Yep, that's a perfect thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good to know. Now there's a couple things I did to this door, remember?
Yeah.
What do you think? We talked about the pipes, right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Yeah, there it is. Yep, so you're going to have to lift that pipe up. There you go. Just put it upright. And now, should he open?
Perfect.
Oh, there's another mechanism that told us that the sliding door's open. It is a little wet.
They're wet.
That's okay.
And I can see it's like from over here.
Yeah, so there's a gate here, correct?
Yes.
Anybody could probably open up that gate.
If someone, for example, at night, They might,
So I see this, but I don't see an actual lock. This is
True.
pretty old too. So anybody could open it and do this
Yeah.
and just come into the backyard, right?
Yeah, if that guy opens that at night,
Yeah.
if I hear something, I won't go out there. If I do, I might need to call 911.
Yes, you would.
And that's a safety only rule.
What else could we put on here to help
We could
secure
also
this?
put like a needle to lock it so no one can in it.
A lock, correct. I would probably just put like a little padlock
Yeah.
that opens up with the key.
Mhm.
Okay. So nobody could just come into my backyard.
Yeah.
And this house is on a corner. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to have all kinds of people walking up and down the street that could see what's in the backyard, right?
Yeah.
They could see a window open. They can see a door open. So you just got to make sure that these are always locked on the side.
Yes.
Okay. You want to make sure that nobody climbs in. Maybe some cameras on the back.
Yeah.
Some motion lights would be good. Motion lights are always good to have.
Yeah.
And what does a motion light do?
Um.
Like this one right here,
Oh yeah.
right behind you.
Oh yeah. It's like behind me.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's a sensor. So anytime we're going to talk about the rabbits or the dogs or anything like that, at least you know someone or something is in the backyard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You have neighbors around here, so that's good. Is it always good to know your neighbors?
I might get to know my neighbors. If, for example, if they do not know me, they can come up and ask me what my name was, and I can see the name come up.
I always think it's a good idea to always know your neighbors. Know who
Yeah.
they are. You don't have to see them all the time. You don't
Yeah.
have to talk to them all the time. Maybe get their phone number,
Yeah.
right? And maybe bring them some banana bread.
True.
I don't know. If you're not here, they can always just come over and check on your house when you're
Yeah.
not here. Okay,
And make sure that the bad guys are coming in here.
Yep. that is true. Remember the windows from the inside of the house?
Yeah.
Watch your step. So right here, it would be a little difficult to get inside from the ground here. But there are a couple of things that they can step on, right?
Yeah.
Those things for height. If you had a ladder accessible here, there is a little shed out there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like if you go over there.
Yeah, careful. There's a little path.
It might have a lot.
Yeah.
So no one can go over there.
Yeah.
And if that guy comes over there and nick an animal.
Here's another
It-
side gate.
Yeah, there's another side gate.
And this has access also to the front yard, correct?
Yes.
I
Right.
would always recommend lights in the backyard.
Yeah.
Okay. Because lights, anybody can see in your yard, right? When there's lights, which is not a terrible thing, right? The motion lights, they can turn on if someone's backyard. And if if you have friends over, your neighbors will know, right?
That is all locked.
And they'll know that's all locked. That's
Yeah.
correct.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Of course.
It was very nice meeting you and talking about the safety of homes. The biggest takeaway from this is what?
That is, I think, could be locked.
Yes. Make sure your doors are locked, right? At all times.
Yep.
Even when you're homes, because you never know.
Yeah.
Who do you call for help?
And you always call 911.
911. Know your neighbors. I think that's a good thing,
Yeah.
right? Always know your neighbors. Don't be afraid,
Nope.
right? And the pipes in the windows
Yes.
at all times.
Definitely.
All right. Good job.
You too.
I think you can do this.
Yeah.